to say a few words on the occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for coming to my store. I love my cars. So we're talking about love. So this is my love. Okay, so we are we are 105 years old brand, and we are from France, very new to this country, and maybe we have just introduced few cars. What you see here is a 2-liter Citroen C5, and on the right hand side you see an electric car. So we have cars available from 7 lakh to 42 lakhs, and a huge range. And the car what you see as an electric car, it goes for almost like 320 kilometers with one single charge. So we have priced it at around 12.5 lakh rupees. So would you have some questions so that I can?
So are they still available in the market?
Yes.
And what are the price for the electric vehicles?
The electric cars we are introducing from 11 lakhs onwards. So what you see is a fully loaded variant. So that goes for around 12.5 lakh rupees. And we have already started delivering the cars.
Also, I must tell you that there's a lot of query from across the country. They want, there are a lot of businessmen who want to take up the dealership. So should they get in touch with you, or how does it happen?
Well, they must approach our website, the Citroen India website. So we have a relationship openings over there for the new business avenues. So that is the way we go ahead about it.
Victor, you have a question? Yes, of course.
So it's a very important juncture that you're launching a battery operated car. So are you going to promote that climate change part also when you campaign about your car? Because that's going to be a major game changer, I mean.
Yes, as we all know that it's all necessity is the mother of all the inventions. So the fact that the whole world, the global system is going for working on saving on the environment, so electric is one step towards it. But it's a long journey, because the entire globe, the penetration of electric cars is not more than 2.5% right now. So it's a long way to go. But yes, we are already tying up with a lot of fleet operators for the electric cars. So a lot of B2B business. Very soon in Delhi you will start seeing the Citroen electric on the street as a B2B options for the customers. And yes, as you rightly said, it is a step towards that.
Great.
So we have some of our other personalities from the literary world. Kenna Shri is here. Kenna Shri, welcome to the Delhi Literature Festival. Can I request you to please come on the stage? And of course our friend Kevin. Are you shy, Kevin? Are you shy? You are, okay. Kenna, come. Hi, good to see you, Kenna. Kenna is also an author, and she'll be moderating one of the sessions. We have Mr. Chadwal in front of us, who is also CEO of Citroen India. So if you have a question for him, he's into all these cars, electric cars. Over to you.
It's such a beauty. Thank you very much for helping us organize the Delhi Lit Fest, and everybody seems so excited. Yes, let's go for it. Hi everyone.
Thank you. Lipika, would you like to please come here on the stage? You're wearing such a nice, bright, lovely, sari which has lit the day in this dark, gloomy, cloudy day. So thank you so much. And Meenu, do you have a question? Amit, do you have a question? We have some, real intellectuals also here. Amit is an architect and industrial designer.
Yeah, there's no question. I actually had the pleasure of riding this vehicle last year. Almost 3,000 kilometers, and I can tell you, and I can vouch for it, that it's a beauty. I do not. There was only one question. Most of the time, the electric vehicles have a very different range in the climates in Europe where they are produced, and a different range in India because of the temperatures, the high temperatures. So how does this cope up with that?
Yeah, see, electric cars in terms of performance, so be it an IC engine or an electric car, we always test them in extreme conditions as well as in standard conditions. So whenever you see the manufacturers or the OEMs, when we talk about a specific mileage or range, so those are the under standard test conditions. So in the real conditions, you always have a lot of disparity in terms of driving habits, traffic conditions. So the performances or the mileage or the fuel efficiency or the range, it has some differences. Nevertheless, while you and me drive the car in place like Delhi, whatever the OEM claims, we normally get in city conditions anything around 20% less than that because of the multiple reasons. So the same is true about the electric cars. So if we are talking about 320 kilometers, so between you and me, it's extremely safe to talk about 260 to 280 kilometers.
So we can safely go from here to Jaipur.
Oh yes, and down the line you would have many options on Delhi Jaipur road also in terms of the charging facilities available. And what you need to do in terms of charging at your home is it's just 15 amps plug and socket arrangement. So any power plug, you can put it for the charging. You don't need a special charger. The car charger comes with the battery, it's part of the car price. And you just have to plug in at your home, and in 8 hours it can be 0 to 100 it can improve. But yes, if you are driving the car something like, I would say, if you're spending 2,000 rupees on a fuel on any IC engine, the same you can do with an electric car in 300 rupees. So that is the kind of the saving. Nevertheless, you have to invest more initially because right now the technology is new, the volumes are less, battery packs are more expensive. But we all know that over a period of time as battery pack become cheaper, you have more battery manufacturers, so the entire ecosystem is going to improve about the electric viabilities. So the return to your investment is much faster. Thank you.
We also have Dr. Shalini Malik. Would you like to, she's an author. She did a session today at the Delhi Lit Fest. Would you have a question for Mr. Chhatwal?
I do have a question testing and ask. My children are after me to switch to an EV. They are very particular. I think this generation is more particular than ours. So, do you think that, for short distances, will we be able to make up the cost difference easily? Because I know for long journeys, yes, after some time it becomes viable. But for short distances like just to school and market, do you think it is worthwhile to switch to EV?
To the Love Guru. So for the Love Guru, my answer is this, that if you are talking about your economic sense in terms of investment and returns, so as a customer, as a consumer, you have multiple options of anything when you spend 12, 13, 14, 15 lakh rupees. We as a brand, we are the 32nd brand in the country in the car industry. So as a consumer, we have multiple options. Nevertheless, when you buy an electric car, what you get as another blessing is because they become the automatics. Right? So automatic is part of being electric. And yes, the sheer size of the car is compact, or it is a sub-4-meter car, and it's easier to drive the car in terms of the traffic conditions. And then you always have a novelty factor that you being a leader, when nobody in your family or in your surroundings is driving an EV. So, you are a leader in your peer group in terms of going for a technology kind of product. But yes, this is the future. This is the future. And plus, what extra you get is that by the nature of sheer EV, the torque of the cars is much higher. So, for example, the car what you see is the Citroen C3 electric. The torque is 144 Newton meters. So, the similar kind of torque or a power or a pickup you would experience in a car which is generally around 1.5 or 1.6 liter or 1600 or a 1500 cc engine. Right? So the driving pleasure in Citroen C3 is great. Our suspensions are better than many of the cars in a mid-segment SUVs. So yes, I would say that you must give it a try and let the car speak to you so that you have more emotional and logical understanding to buy.
So before we move to the next session, I request Mr. Chitwal for a group photograph with all our team, young team, just behind us.